Welcome. It is just around 6:25 on Wednesday. I should actually change this music. This is not acceptable for YouTube music. Let's switch. Yeah, new releases, new single issues. We're going to look at those in a second. I'm going to wait until somebody's with us live before I start actually going to look at those things. But I am definitely feeling a little woo. Um, I was hoping that our interview with Jim Rugg was going to go up tomorrow for our new Thursday, right? Every Thursday we're putting up new content. But unfortunately, it's not happening. Unfortunately, it's not fully edited yet. As I said, Joey was very happy with it. He was excited. He was saying he was going to get it up right away. It took more time than he expected to edit it, so he's not going to have that up. So that will hopefully be up next week, but we'll see. It could be a few weeks. I think it's a great interview with Jim. I really am not too worried. The big thing that I think he talked about in there that's time sensitive is the Tyrant Kickstarter, and that's not even launched yet, so we should be fine there. I honestly, it's been a really weird day. I had a customer come in, at least in his 60s, maybe his 70s, and he was all excited by some great stuff from Miguel's collection, from the old stuff. He's like, he saw a Mineshaft, and he was like, oh wow, Mineshaft, I'm surprised you get this. And I'm like, oh sure. He goes, you don't have any Peter Bagge stuff. And I'm like, oh well, like old 80s Peter. I'm like, we got Drawn and Quarterly magazines with Peter Bagge. He goes, what? He went in the back and he saw all of that great stuff from the indie scene in the 80s and 90s. Diane Noonan, and many others, and he was like, "Wow, oh, Julie Doucette." He was like, "Okay." So he bought some stuff. We had a bunch of people in, obviously picking up new single issues, which was always exciting. And I got a bunch of people who emailed me who couldn't make it in. Could you please hold me this? Could you please get me that? But not tons of our regular Wednesday people. Like Joe Ciano obviously lives around the corner, came in. A few other people, but a lot of them we end up with getting them on Thursday. We never know. But today was a warm day, so I was actually kind of surprised to not get more people coming out. We do finally have some people joining us live. That's exciting. So let's go over to the new single issues and check them out. We are walking to new this week, and we've got obviously DCKO number 4. Bunch of great covers for that. Wonderful Rafael Albuquerque here. The AEW cover. I think I've still got. I have one left of this Daniel Warren Johnson, this great Daniel Warren Johnson cover. Aquaman 14, as well as the reprint of Aquaman 11. We've got the Wonder Woman annual, which I'm actually kind of out of A covers of, though I may have some people who wanted the A cover. Hey Joe, might have wanted some others. We got the beautiful Wonder Woman annual. We've got Ultimate X-Men, the final issue of that run. Final issue of this new Expanse series. A Witchblade annual. Very fun to return to Witchblade. A new Deadpool series. Wade Wilson Deadpool. A new Jar Jar Binks series. A new Gotham Sirens. Wonderful Babs. Look, Babstar's name is right there. Wonderful Babstar art in this. Fun, kind of silly, a little sexy. Take with Jeannie Howard writing. We've got Mark Spector Moon Knight, continuing the Jed MacKay run on the character with a new number 1. Just Brutal, the great Dennis Hopeless, and the exceptional Bram Revel. Bram is just a fantastic artist. It's a new Ignition number 1. New Ultraman. Cyclops gets his own series. The Center holds the wonderful Larry Hama, the incredible MD Bright, doing their own superhero universe for 4 issues. Vertigo returns. We have Vertigo's Bleeding Hearts, Dennis Camp's new series over at Vertigo. Wonderful reprint of Alan Moore's and Kurt Swan's Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow. Black and white reprint of Radiant Black number 1. And reprint of Punisher number 1 of his first miniseries. We have the latest issue of Ninja Turtles. Have the whole Gene Yang run here. 15, 14, and 13. Godzilla Dead Zone. Also the whole run here. Alien Captain America, also the whole run. 4, 3, 2, 1. Earth Below Us, that whole song. Batman and Robin 30, Black Cat 7, Devil on My Shoulder, Real American Hero, Immortal Legend Batman, Last Day of Lovecraft, Supergirl number 10, Transformers 29, Venom 254, great little Carnage cover on that, and Absolute Batman reprints. We got Absolute Batman 15, Joker. We've got a bunch of variants for that, as well as Absolute Batman 14 reprints. Not a bunch of variants for that, but I got a couple because they're really nice. And that's it. That's all the new stuff this week. As I showed earlier, we had new stuff. Now, I would say something. I just had a conversation with someone who is a marketing expert, who is a huge guy, and he was like, why are you trying to go on YouTube? What are you doing on YouTube? What are you bringing to YouTube that's helping your store? And it was really one of those things where I get very frustrated. It wasn't asked pointedly or rudely. It was just asked like, what do you... Here's the thing. I'm on YouTube right now. I'm on YouTube this minute in case Joe or Dave or any of my regular customers might want to add something here. They might want to... all right, new subscriber. Very nice. Unless I just want to get... That's the end of the day. I am on here for my existing customers who might watch this live stream. And there's a lot of them that claim, I don't believe them all, but they claim that they watch every episode. They just don't watch them live. I'm here for those people to see what I've got and order it. But if I'm being the pathetic simp of comic books that I am, if I'm going to tell you really, what am I, no, not holography. What I want people to be excited about comic books. I want people to be, oh wow, look at that. Oh, Sophie Campbell, Supergirl. I want people to go, comic books, how cool. I don't really care if I make money from it. And it's very difficult to explain to someone who's in marketing, who's into all this stuff, who's all about your market share and how well something does and all this stuff, to be like, yeah, but what are you doing? What am I doing? Okay, I'm getting a couple sales. Now, Joe didn't add anything. Joe's on here right now. Everyone can say hi to Joe. Joe didn't add anything to his order now because he already did it on Instagram. Which superhero has the biggest hog? I mean, Lobo has a gigantic motorcycle that he rides through space. I'm gonna go with Lobo. But Joe's not adding anything here because he added it already. Some of the books aren't even here because Joe and a few other people grabbed them. Joe added already on my Instagram post, but sometimes I do this before I do the Instagram post, or sometimes the Instagram post is unclear. So Joe's gonna add it here. Yeah, like a Harley. It's like a space Harley that Lobo has. It's really, really big. What are the Harleys called that are like extra wide? Fat Boys, right? Lobo has one of those, but for space. And it's one of those things where I look at somebody who is like, you're not doing this YouTube, comic shop, any of these things. You're not doing this well or right or the way you're supposed to. And I look at them and I go, what about this conversation invited you to tell me that? Like, I'm just kind of like, I'm taken aback. Not because I think that they're even wrong. I don't think I do these things properly or the way you're supposed to. I just kind of like, did I invite this commentary? And then I have to think back. I did sell a Sunstone yesterday. Thank you, Joe. I have to think back and go, where in this did I make it sound like, so, I talked to him about a specific issue that I had with a YouTube thing that I tried to do. And he said, well, that's a mistake. You shouldn't do that. And I said, really? And he goes, yeah, you should. And I went, okay. He goes, no, but really don't do that. And I was like, well, you wait and see. And I was like, I don't understand. I guess it's free advice from a marketing expert. But like, I just like, have fun. Spam those emojis. I really like I understand completely, like empathetically, where he's coming from. I get why he's saying it. I just don't always understand where the entree for that conversation happened. It seemed very pushy, but that happens to me more often than I'd like to admit. So obviously, I'm just not realizing that I'm opening myself up for that. Is really what I think. Right. So there's gonna be a new video tomorrow. It won't be the interview. Like, subscribe so that you get notified when that video goes up. Hopefully I'll do another live stream. I did do 3 this week, so there's no guarantee that Thursday or Friday we'll have a live stream, but hopefully we have something of interest to talk about. Maybe the Wonder Woman, Absolute Wonder Woman trade will finally come in, and we can talk about why it's such a great book. Until then, remember, damn it, babies, you gotta be kind.